Welcome parents to today's segment from the classroom. Today we have two Year 12 teachers, Ms. Sarah Boyd and Kaylee Crozer, two of our very experienced HSC teachers. Sarah teaches ancient history and extension history, and Kaylee teaches physics. And I know at this time that there is a lot of pressure and stress going on with our Year 12 students. And I thought it'd be good for us to talk about what it's looking like in the classroom for our Year 12 students. So welcome, Kaylee and Sarah.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So one of the things that I think the parents are really curious to hear about is what it's looking like in the classroom for our Year 12 students right now. We're coming towards the end of their schooling. They're graduating really soon. They're making their way to the HSC exam. I think parents would like to know what it's looking like in the classroom right now. So Kaylee, can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening in the classroom for our Year 12 students? As we go through this final push, what strategies are you using to keep our students engaged in the HSC?
It's all about exam preparation at the moment. So we've actually collated all of the past HSC papers from 2024 to 2019 in booklets based on modules. So we're spending about 1 week per module, really breaking down the question, looking at the marking rubric, annotating, highlighting, and then understanding how we actually answer questions to get full marks. From there, we won't pass on to the next module until everyone's on the same page and we really grasp that module, and then we can keep going. The goal for that is hopefully the students can see a lot of the repetition in the questions, because that's all it is. It's the same physics concepts, maybe just asked slightly differently, which a lot of the students tend to get stumped on when the question's worded differently. We always like to, with physics, connect the abstract ideas to real world, and I found with a lot of students who are driving currently, it really relates to our Module 6 concept, and they're able to take that understanding and apply it to the real world, which helps them understand it a lot more deeper. Yeah, lots of exam prep, lots of asking questions, being classified in little groups based on where they are at the moment, and finding that's helping them a lot.
So it sounds like there's a lot of revision, lots of repetition of concepts, going through things again, lots of practice happening in the classroom right now, which is probably what it should be looking like at this point in their schooling. It also sounds like it's a time where there'd be a lot of feedback being given to students and them having to enact that feedback. So Sarah, in your classroom, how are you providing the feedback for our students in the lead up to their HSC exam?
Yeah, you're totally right. Students are getting thrown so much feedback from all their different subjects, often saying sometimes contradictory things to each other. So it's really important that as the classroom teacher, our feedback is specific and that it's pointed. We can do this in a myriad of different ways. We can give written feedback, we can give verbal feedback, we can show them feedback. And I think modeling is a really integral part of what we do as teachers. Everyone can kind of annotate something and say, you're missing this, or connect to this here. But to then say, okay, this is what you produced. On the screen, here it is, and we're actually going to apply that and see the difference. That's a really visual way for students to not just be told or to read what they've done, but to see it. And you often get those aha light bulb moments in that. And it's just, I think it's knowing your learner, knowing each student. Every student responds to feedback differently. And as the teacher, using your judgment to support each student the best that you can.
Yeah, and I guess it's really important that the students are really open to receiving that feedback, and a lot of the growth, there's a significant amount of growth that happens between now and the HSC exam. So our role as teachers is really crucial with the feedback. It also can, I guess, put a lot of pressure on our students. So Kaylee, Year 12 at this point can be quite stressful for the students and even the parents at home. How do you support your students managing the workload and the pressure as we do this final push towards the HSC exam?
I think it's really important to normalise to the students, like feeling this way and feeling stress in such a high stressful time and environment for them is okay, and it's normal for them, but just making sure that they're aware that we are here for them, and we are there to support them in any way that they need, both within the classroom and outside of the classroom as well. We also want to keep that open conversation with them, so they know that we are available if they need extra scaffolding or if they need a little bit more time to get some work done. So just being there as their support, whilst also helping them with all the exam preparation as well. But I think another really important thing as we are going through all these revision tasks is celebrating those small wins. It's really great to see, like Sarah was just mentioning, those light bulb moments. We really want to achieve that, and every time they have that light bulb moment, we want to celebrate that, and hopefully we get to the end goal where we can all celebrate and really recognise how much hard work they've put in to get from where they were to where they are now.
Yeah, definitely. It will be a lot of hard work, and you're right, they're nearly there. They're nearly at that exam, that final exam. They're nearly at the end of their graduation. And I guess it's also really important that the students stay motivated, and sometimes that can be hard at this time. Sarah, how are you keeping your students motivated at this point in the year?
Yeah, at this point in the year, we're doing a lot of revision. So it's a lot of the same content that they've already learnt. So we as teachers have to find ways to make it fun and engaging. And it actually works in our favour that they're at the end of this journey, because they're having all these wonderful celebrations as a year group. They're ready to have some fun and to celebrate their final weeks of school. And translating that energy into the classroom is a really great way to keep them motivated. Some things that I do are gamify the content. So we love to do Jeopardy games, and we do historical reenactments and look at the same content from a different perspective, and often a more embodied and physical perspective. But along with that, there's also the kind of emotional push through and encouraging that resilience. And Kaylee was totally right when she said it's about celebrating those little wins. And with every practice paper, highlighting that their strengths, highlighting that they are growing, that they are doing better, and using that positive encouragement to continue fostering that resilience so that they don't get stuck in a cycle and they can keep moving and they feel well prepared, both as a learner and as an individual, to sit those final exams.
Yeah, it's a big journey for everyone involved, isn't it? Teachers and students and the parents. So thank you, parents, for joining into this segment today. As you can see, there's a lot going on in the Year 12 classroom for the teachers and the students, and we certainly know that that's also happening at home for you. We'll continue to support our students as much as we can in the lead up to the HSC, and we'll continue to wish them all the very best and provide them with all that they need to succeed in these exams. So thank you for tuning in, and I thank Kaylee and Sarah for joining in today and providing us an insight on what the classroom looks like for Year 12.